Hi everyone, Mike, Newfound Past. Welcome to the channel. Just doing a little video today. Well, a little video, it's a live stream. I'm going to be testing some electronics to sell on eBay, which is what we're all about. Sent out a lot of stuff this morning from the weekend sales, so that was really nice. Yeah, I didn't just get done doing that, but that consumed most of the morning, packing up stuff, taking it to the post office, going to FedEx. I love the area we moved to now, but my main complaint so far is that there is not a close FedEx drop off at all. But, seems like recently I've had a lot of big packages going to the West Coast, and the FedEx just beats the tar out of USPS on pricing. So, you do what you got to do, right? Hey, Justin, welcome in. Yeah, we're going to test some electronics, and I kind of show my process on what I do when I test electronics, because also when I test the electronics I shoot video to put into my eBay listing. So yeah, and I just do that on my phone. I have my phone right here because it doesn't have to be super high quality, super good sound or anything for that, but just needs to show people. Yeah, I think it helps the item sell on the eBay listing. Hi Marie. Justin, are you impacted? No. Not even remotely. I wish. Probably, I don't know if put a percentage on it. Probably 50% there. Hey, Joe. How's it going, my man? Joe down in Conway, Arkansas. Hope everything's been going well for you, Joe. I watch you guys' videos. I know I don't comment, but I do watch. you know, So yeah, I got these items when I moved from other place. I had so much stuff. Stuff got buried, which I'm sure you all can empathize with because we all had that same situation at some point. But stuff was buried and like super buried. I was no way I could get to it. So as I was packing stuff up to move, I was like, oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about this. And these I forgot about. These are items I got at an auction probably over 2 years ago. So I don't remember what I paid for these, but it wasn't much. I want to say like, $20-$30 a piece, something like that. But they're in the box, it was an online only auction. I think they had a preview, but I couldn't make the preview, but I just took a chance. They sold so cheap. I don't have much hope of these working 100%, but they were so cheap, they were worth the shot. The first one is this Kenwood compact hi-fi system. And this has like the boom box with the dual cassette and the CD, along with some extra speakers as well. And seriously, all honesty, blah, 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 I have not opened this box to even see if it's all in there. Neither of these. So we have this Kenwood set and we have this JVC set. And I think this is a complete JVC system with the speakers and the receiver, or maybe even a VCR. I don't know what all is in this, but this is going to be a surprise for both you and me. So I don't know. One, I don't know if this stuff's going to work. I don't know if it's complete. I don't know anything about this stuff. All I know is I got it cheap. And, it's a gamble. It's like anything. It's like buying electronics in the thrift store. You test where you can, but if you can't, is it worth it? Is it worth the gamble? Don't know. So, yeah, we're going to test those out. And I may, on the live stream, list these Kickler lights that I talked about in one of my other live streams. You can't sell Kickler. I can't sell Kickler on Amazon. It's gated for that name. But I'll sell them on eBay, list them on eBay, and they'll be just fine. I have a couple other things maybe. But yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. So, I may not be paying attention to the live stream, but we're going to, hopefully the audio will sound good. I'm going to kind of point the computer and mic over here to this other desk and set up and start testing. And Joe says, thanks for always supporting us. We are well. Spring is here in Arky. Going to have to break out the mower this week. Oh my gosh, I am freezing. I am freezing cold here in Virginia. I think it's actually a pretty nice, okay day out there, but I'm just cold. I don't know. Got my hoodie on. I could do this. Be the Unabomber. But my head's not cold, my hands are. Need like some mittens or something, don't I? So I hope some people join us. I was chatting with Tommy's not in here, Tommy Bernard. At some point I'm going to be on Tommy Bernard and Tracy's show. We haven't worked out a date or a time yet, but he invited me on, and I'm more than happy to do that. Tommy's a good friend and always been supportive of me when I was going through good times and bad times. So, yeah, I'm going to be on Tommy and Tracy's show at some point, hopefully within the next few weeks or so. But obviously, I'll let you guys know, and he will too. He's very gracious in helping me kickstart my eBay channel or my YouTube channel again. So I appreciate Tommy for doing that. So let's dive in. I got my razor knife, got my boxes, got my fingers crossed. So let's see what happens. Okay, so pull the mic over there. Hopefully the sound does okay. I'm using OBS again, so it's all new to me. So I'm gonna pull up that window and kind of go this way. Yeah, there's the Kickler lights, and yeah, I got these on a cart so I can actually maneuver them because they are quite heavy as well. So flat carts are good for a lot of things. I use them to put my bins on and all that stuff. So yeah, let's just see what's in here. It's like Christmas. You guys can look this up on eBay too. Just to, that's the thing about these component systems though. They have multiple model numbers. So there's not like one model number, because it has 3 model numbers on here for this Kenwood setup. Because it's like I said, a compact hi-fi system, 3 CD changer, dual cassette. It looks like, yeah, 3. The main model number is XD-A700, but it has 3 sub model numbers. So I don't know. Let's see here. I'm going to look at the chat real quick. There's Tommy. I was just talking about you, Tommy. You was shipping? Yeah, I was just telling everyone I just got wrapped up with my morning routine and got my wife some lunch and me some lunch. And yeah, figured I would throw a video up here trying to figure out how to use OBS and YouTube Live. So thanks for joining in, Tommy. We do appreciate it. Okay, so what do we got here? The Kenwood system. This is exciting. I know my mic's in the way, but I want to have you guys have good sound too. So looks like we got a little insert flap here. I don't know. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, what is that? Oh, that's a pretty good sign. You know what's a good sign? It has one of the... this is definitely used, but I can tell this remote is used, but it has the remote. Win number 1. The remote itself on these systems was like I paid $20 for this. This remote could be worth $20. I don't know. Could be. This is Remote Control Unit RC-951. Somebody look that up on eBay for me. I'm busy. The antenna and all the speaker wires as well is in here. That's good. That's a good start. So this unit hopefully will be complete and hopefully will all work. So yeah. Let's scoot all this stuff over. Okay. Speaker wire. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That's all there. And our remotes. I wonder if I forgot to grab some batteries. That's another good thing about this remote is they didn't leave the batteries in it, and it didn't. So it's not all corroded. A lot of times people leave the batteries in there and they explode and get crap everywhere. So, all right. See what we got going on here. Our first little box. Ooh, it's open on the bottom. Luckily nothing fell out because it was open on the bottom. Man, this is really cool. It's all complete. All the packing materials so far, the remotes, the manuals. This is really nice. Let's check this out. Well, that's not even this unit. This is for, because this is a Kenwood. This is a guide for a Memorex. Let's hope that's not what's in here. Oh, let me see here. What are you guys talking about? Yeah, hopefully it's worth a little bit more than $750, Tommy, but it wouldn't surprise me. That's what, if I had best offer on eBay, that's what somebody would offer. $750. Free shipping, not plus shipping, free shipping. Andy, what is up, brother? Long time no see. Getting hammered with that cold weather in Illinois, aren't you? Haven't seen you in a long time, Andy. Appreciate you popping in. We're testing some electronics. Trying to, but see what we got here. Alright. Well, these are actually some speakers. Yeah, these are speakers for the unit. And these, man, they look really good. Looks pretty good. Watch the speakers be all blown out. They're definitely used. I mean, somebody took care of them in there, but they definitely need some cleaning. But they're there. That's the first step. Good job, puppy. So that box was speakers. Another styrofoam insert. Gotta stand up here. Some more speakers. A lot of speakers. Back up. Trying to help, I know. Another speaker. Ooh, this is quite the system. Holy smokes. Another piece of styrofoam. Man, it's going to be hard to get that out of this box. It's a deep box. Okay, dive down in. Going in. Okay. Yeah, that's heavy. So we can either turn it upside down or we can open it from the bottom. Let me see here. I think I may just open it from the bottom. Ew. Man, that's heavy. That's a heavy duty. Okay. That warmed my hands up at least. The sun is shining. Is it 70 in Delaware, Tommy? I mean, it's pretty good here. It's like mid-50s here in Northern Virginia. So it's not too bad. When I was running my errands, I'm like, it was warmer than I thought it would be today. So it's good. No, we have not, Tommy. We have like had a dusting of snow here. I mean, just a dusting, nothing major at all. But yeah, the older I get, just like everyone, warm weather agrees with me more. I used to hate warm and hot weather. Let me see here. Geez, they've taped this so much that it's hard to get through it even with a razor knife. So, oh, there we go. Alright. Turn it over. Hopefully this works. We just don't know though, so we will see. I got a dog here trying to help me right in the way, but she's just trying to help. All right. Try to get this thing back together. That's going to be a challenge. Okay, not a big deal. All right, bingo. See how this bad boy is together. Show this to you guys. Okay. Okay. You see here, give you guys a good shot of this. It looks like it is complete, so that's the first good thing. Get this stuff out of the way. It is a little bit dirty, which I'm not surprised. Trying to keep some of this packaging separated so I know how it goes back together. It's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. This is a heavy system. The real tricky part is that I have everything is still half packed. Ooh, that is filthy. That's gonna be a lot of cleaning, but that's part of it. Tricky part is that everything is still half packed, and gotta find a cassette tape because this has some cassette. Yep. Oh boy, clean. I'm gonna go grab some paper towels here. To do something a little bit more heavier than Windex too, so I got me some Clorox foamer because this thing, I know you can't see it really from there, but it's quite filthy. Andy, I love it. I have room. I have some elbow room, so, and I'm still planning on doing a tour of my new place. Not when I get fully set up, because if I wait for that, it'll be like, 3 or 4 years. But soon I'm going to do a tour of the whole place, at least my work areas and storage areas, because this is just a small part of it. It's pretty nice. So I'll get it. It does have, a lot of times these have a detachable power cord, and this one has an attachable one back there, and it is there. So I'm just going to give this a wipe down because it's so dirty it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. So I do want to, as soon as I give it a quick wipe down, we'll get it plugged in and just see if it works at all, because if it's just DOA, then we're not going to futz with it too much. It'll just be, parted out where I can, type of deal if it's a DOA. But this thing is disgusting. It's kind of strange that this thing is so complete, and they had the packing material and everything, and it's so nasty. Oh, there we go. Well, here you go. This answers our question right here. It has a customer repair unit sticker on the side of it, and it says not playing or reading CDs. That answers that question, doesn't it? So, let me ooh. There you go. So that's the reason that was at auction. So, but we are still going to plug it in, and just to make sure, to double check, because you know how some people are, they will say it's not working when it really is, or who knows what kind of shenanigans people be pulling. Power. This thing is so nasty. I'm almost half glad it's not working. It's so nasty. This would be a all-day cleaning job. This thing probably is quite valuable, though, if it would work. It did power up. Don't have any speakers attached, of course. I'm just going to see if it'll open the disc tray or anything like that. That's the reason it won't play anything. You see how dirty this thing is. If this thing was clean, it would probably play stuff, but there's no doubt in my mind that the eye on this thing is just filthy, because this thing is so dirty. So what I'll probably have to do, and I don't know if I have anything here, is obviously get this cleaned up, but maybe get some canned air to spray up in there, because I think the reading eye on this thing is actually up into the unit, and I may even have to take it apart a little bit and clean out the inside to see if to get it to work. Let's see if other stuff works though. Let me go ahead and close this back up. That's the other thing, is learning where everything is on this stuff. Okay. Yeah, it was so dirty that I don't doubt it wouldn't play CDs. Because, if that eye is that dirty. go ahead and hook up these speakers to it. It's one of the face plates. It's broken. Yeah, I could fix that though with some glue, probably. And one of the posts is broken. So this plate is probably not repairable. Well, I probably could fix that. But the speakers themselves look okay. Not great. And these are just the two main speakers. It also has the other 3 speakers to make it a surround sound system. We're just going to hook up 2 of them though for now, just to see if it works at all. Get some of the speaker wire here. Of course, it's all bundled together in a big bundle. There's one. All we need is 2 of them. There we go. A 1 and a 2. Okay. You got your black and red wire and your red wire. It's one of those. As my puppies are snoring. I don't know if you can hear the dog snoring. Sawing logs. That's what they do most of the day, but that's okay. What else is a puppy supposed to do? Okay, we got our black and red wires in. Okay, so we got spots for surround sound speakers and our center speaker and our front speakers. We're going to use these as a front speaker. Again, just black and black, red and red. I already heard something. This is just on the radio setting. Static. That's a good sign. At least it's doing something. Okay, just turn back around. I'm opening everything here. I probably won't pick up anything without the antenna hooked up. Everyone can hear me okay. I put the mic on the setting where it's a surround, where it's supposed to pick up everything, but who knows. Volume. Turn down that volume. I'm going to plug in the antenna because we're so far out here. It probably won't pick up anything if it doesn't have an antenna. Okay. Let's see if she'll pick up anything. Not a lot of really good radio stations around here. A bunch of stuff that I don't enjoy. I don't want to offend anyone, but all right. She works. That volume dial's a little bit touchy, but it's so dirty I'm not surprised. So it does work. We have to test. Obviously, the sticker said the CD player doesn't work, but you can almost guarantee that that's either the eye is super dirty Could be a belt, but you know, who knows. And obviously test the cassettes and stuff, everything, but not really set up to do that now. So yeah, we know it works though. So thing is I wonder on eBay if it's worth even messing with. Anybody look it up? I'm gonna look it up on my phone here real quick, just to, because if this thing only sells for like, you know, $40 or something plus shipping, then it's not even really worth messing with. Because this is gonna need intensive cleaning. So it's a Kenwood XDA 700. Well, that exact model number isn't coming up, but here's one without the surround sound speakers that someone has listed for $175 plus $100 shipping, but that doesn't mean anything. Go to sold listings, so filter sold listings. Well, I think it's worth messing with probably because, again, there's not one with the exact model, but there's another model, the XD A81 with the 3 CD and dual cassette remote that sold for $239.99 plus $100 shipping. So yeah, it's probably worth delving into, cleaning it up a little bit. And this one too, even though it's dirty, it's in pretty good condition. Like all the buttons are there, the buttons aren't broke. All the graphic display works just fine. It's kind of had that cool kind of disco track looking equalizer on the front. You probably can't see it in the camera, but yeah. I don't know if you can see this here, but here's that Kenwood. There's probably on OBS that I could do this on here and flip it around. As a matter of fact, I know there is, but I don't know how to do it. So that's the one that's pretty close. It's not exact, but it's pretty close. $239.99 plus $100 shipping. So yeah. So we need some canned air and a whole lot of Windex and paper towels to get this thing cleaned up, and probably some Q-tips and all that stuff. So yeah, let me see here. And this thing is so nasty. The good thing is it does open it up and the disc tray does turn. And it sounds smooth. There's not like a lot of chunkiness or anything in there. It sounds pretty good. You know, the speakers aren't all blown out, which is bonus. Extra bass. It's got all kinds of little functions and controls on here. It has like a tape dubbing feature, auto reverse, 200 watts total power. Yeah, pretty neat little system. Just if we can get it up and running. The other thing is this, the cover for one of the speakers, even though the speaker works, it's cracked, which I could glue this. It's cracked right up here. Try to get you a good shot, and it's cracked right here on the side too. But I could glue that back probably. Yeah. Probably glue that back, and there's one post busted off, but the post is stuck in the speaker itself, so I probably could pull the post out and glue it back too. That's what Gorilla Glue is for, right? Gorilla Glue. Okay. So what we know about this is it's probably worth saving if we can. There's no guarantee that we don't crack it open and clean the eye that it will work at all. You know, it could be something. If it's something obviously electrical, I can desolder some stuff and resolder. You know, like a wire's loose or chafed or something, I could mess with that. But that's a more involved video than I was going to do right now. You know, crack this thing open and get it all cleaned up. So yeah, we're gonna shove all this to the side and we'll jump into the JVC, which I have a feeling since this one was in for repair, I got this one at the same auction. They probably got all this repair stuff, so probably the same stuff, but you never can tell. So it's kind of like buying truckloads of stuff or pallets of stuff. If a customer returns something, could have been just buyer's remorse. It could be broken. Who knows? Okay, so let's get this shoved to the side. The other good thing about having plenty of room. Man, this thing is filthy though. Okay. Set that up there. Made in Indonesia. Okay, so okay. So what else we got here? Fancy. Hi Mary, how you doing? Sorry, I'm not totally paying attention. This one, man. The speakers themselves in this box. Wished I could like zoom you guys in, but the speakers. There's a speaker box, and the box below it has the receiver and I think a VCR, which is pretty nice. But this tape looks original. Like this looks brand new. These speakers, at least, not in the unit below it. I've did videos about this before, especially with printers. Ooh, this is heavy. But this tape, it has the original serrated edge. You can tell it hasn't been torn ever. And we'll look at the bottom too. You always got to look at the bottom because people will tear stuff open. But there's no torn cardboard, and the edge is all clean on the flaps. The cardboard flaps hasn't been torn or anything. It's just super, super clean. And the tape has an aged look to it. It's like super brown. You guys can probably tell that. But this top hasn't been opened. So that's a good sign. So what does the bottom look like? Let's look at the bottom. This stuff's heavy too. Oh my gosh. Good news. Oh. Exact same. Nice clean serrated edge, no cardboard tear. The edges of the flap are super clean. This is brand new. So I do have some, we could even use the speakers from that Kenwood to test this other unit, because I know for a fact the receiver and stuff have been open, but I'm not going to open these speakers if they've never been opened, because why would I? They're brand new. So that is awesome. I just, I never even took the time to look really at these really deep. You're at an auction, you just load it up and go. But yeah, these speakers are brand spanking new. They're JVC SX-X. This is a mouthful on this model number. SX-XSW22 speakers. So that's really nice. Brand new. There you go. So if worse comes to worse, if the other junk doesn't work, could sell the speakers themselves probably for way more than I paid for this. So that's a really nice development there. Okay, so set this down. Oh. Whew. So now the other stuff, where this has definitely been open. Scoot out here so you guys can see. Hopefully you can hear as well. Good afternoon, Stephen. Thanks, Mary. Yep, doing great. So, see what we got in here. All right. So the outer box has definitely been open. There's several inner boxes. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, so this first box is the JVC HRJ642U VCR. And guess what? Again, the tape. Look at the tape. It has never torn the cardboard there. The red. The flaps are perfect on the top. Same way with the other side. So check the bottom. The bottom's the same way. So this VCR is brand spanking new. I don't know for a fact. Why don't we do this together? Everybody, like, ignore me. Jump over onto eBay. I know you're all in front of your computer watching this. Go to eBay and look up the JVC HR-J642U VCR, brand new, if there even is any, which there may not be. So, and I'll look it up myself too, but I trust you guys, but I'll look it up too here in a minute. We'll look at the rest of the stuff here, but this unit and the speaker so far is brand new. That's exciting after that Kenwood, after that filthy, dirty Kenwood over there. I thought it was going to be test, and well, actually we are testing. Just you don't have to test if it's brand new, right? Okay, so this is the box that probably has the cables and everything in it. Again, this thing hasn't been opened. It's brand new. This is, yeah, the cables and accessories. There's a little hole in it right here. And there's definitely stuff in there, but it's new. So I'm not going to open it. Okay, and this would be the receiver. Ooh, audio video control receiver. Okay. This is the JVC RX-3THBK. Let's look at the tape and oh my. How did we get this lucky? So same auction, we bought the Kenwood over there that has a customer repair sticker on it that the CD tray doesn't work, and it is absolutely filthy disgusting, but it does work. It probably just needs some cleaning and stuff. So I kind of assumed, and it shows the danger of assuming anything, that the auction house probably got repair stuff and that's all they got. And I figured this would be repair too, so it'd be used and repair, but all this stuff is new. It's brand new. The receiver, the VCR, the cables, and the speaker set are all brand new. So yes, I would, Tommy. I would definitely look at Amazon because I have sold stuff like this before on Amazon. I was told the story of I bought a couple of CD players about 3.5, 4 years ago that I put on Amazon. I bought them for $25 each at an estate sale, and they sold for about $500 each on Amazon. So, and they were only bringing like $250 on eBay. So I would definitely look for Amazon on this, even though the shipping, you'd take it in the butt with shipping, but you just got to adjust your price. So that's really exciting. This JVC system is brand new. Makes me curious what it'd bring, because like I said, I didn't pay but like $25 for this stuff. So man, it's really awesome. Hi Michelle, how's it going? We just got some pretty exciting news here on the channel. So not much testing on this one since it's brand new. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to set them up over here. So that outer box was opened and worn and everything. So what may have happened was this was just like a model that was discontinued and they pulled it off the shelf. Who knows what really happened, but the bottom line is it's brand new. Whether someone bought it and kept it and didn't open it, or the shelf just, or the shelf, the store just pulled it off the shelf, and who knows? That receiver alone, the weight's on it right there. It's 20.7 pounds just for the receiver. And we have our cables and accessories. Our brand new VCR. Brand new. And our speakers. Our surround sound speaker set. So that is super exciting. I can't help but think that this would sell for some good money because I've sold stuff like this before, and yeah, can't help but think it would sell for some good money. So we're going to look at both eBay and Amazon. Hello, Rosa. We're going to look at both eBay and Amazon. Let's go to eBay first, just, for giggles. So we've got a JVC. Let's start with the VCR up there, the HR-J642U. 642U. Okay, so there's only one listed, a used one listed for $60 plus $60 shipping. The remote alone on it is listed for $25. So let's go to sold listings. None, no exact matches. So there is another model of JVC VCR in here, brand new in the box, that sold for $150 plus shipping. It's the HRA57U, which is not really close to that one. I mean, I'm just going off the top of my head here. I would probably, because brand new in the box VCRs are getting so hard to find, that it's probably at least a couple $100. But that's just a guess. But probably at least a couple $100 just for the VCR. But let's jump over on to Amazon just for that VCR, just to look, just for giggles. Okay, so I'll pull up my Amazon seller app and look up JVC. And there's no guarantee it'd be on here, but it could be. HR-J642U. 642U. Yeah, nothing on Amazon. And this is such an old, and since this is a kit, all-in-one surround sound kit, it was sold as a kit. It was sold with the receiver, the VCR, and probably the speaker set too, all as a kit. But that means it probably doesn't have an individual UPC. And if it doesn't have an individual UPC, it's hard to sell it on Amazon unless you label it yourself with the UPC, which you have to buy UPC, but it doesn't cost that much. But I wasn't looking for a UPC earlier, but no, this is just the manufacturer's barcode. This isn't UPCs. This is just the manufacturer's codes and stuff. So no, this doesn't have an individual UPC on it. Made in Malaysia. See if the bigger box has a UPC, which I doubt it does. Oh yeah, there's one right here. The bigger box has a UPC. So let's see if Amazon seller app will bring up anything off of that, which I'm not hopeful, but we'll try it. Nope, nothing. Not surprised. So let's hop back. So if there's nothing on Amazon, like I said, we could create a new Amazon listing, but without it having a UPC, we would have to do one ourselves, which I kind of thought about doing that a couple of years ago, but I just don't source enough stuff to mess with it. But man, it's a possibility that on Amazon, the VCR alone could sell for, way more than on eBay. But who knows? It's all what ifs and best guesses and all that stuff. So it's hard to tell. Anybody got any input? Tommy, what do you think? Do you think it's going to make me a millionaire? Going to pay for the second house? Oh my gosh. No, not at all. But man, is it a good find, finding a brand new in the box VCR? That is just, it's getting so hard to do that. Heck, even finding used ones in good conditioning is getting really hard. But to find a brand new in the box one, that is something else. It made my day. It really did. It made my day on that. When I was going through that Kenwood one, I'm like, oh, great, another project. But yeah, no big deal though. If you're going to be in this business, you're going to have some projects, But when something that you fully expect to be used turns out to be new, oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Okay, so, well, that turned out a little bit easier than I thought it would be, because I thought we were going to test a bunch of stuff. We tested the Kenwood, but we know it's dirty and it had that customer repair sticker, so we know there's probably an issue. Move my mic here. We know there's probably an issue, but we'll delve in deeper to that. I got to take it apart and clean the CD eyeball. Excuse me. And the Kenwood also had a wrong manual in it. It had a Memorex manual in it. Yeah, Memorex aren't worth that much anyway, so. Yeah, Michelle says she sees sold for the CD, manual, and remote for $20 each, just for the manual and the remote, which I'm not surprised at all. I don't know, Tommy. May have to buy me a place down in Costa Rica or something, you know. Being my wife and I have talked about this because my wife's a federal employee, so she has a really good retirement package, really good. But me being the hard head I am, you know, I've always been self-employed. I've been self-employed for damn near 20 years, 2 decades. So it's all on me. I don't have a pension. I don't have anything. So I just got to save for myself, you know. Yeah, Tommy, it was a local auction house. Yeah, it was a local auction house. But like I said, it was a couple years ago, at least a couple years ago, because this stuff got buried in my garage at my townhouse at my other place, and it was uncovered when we were moving. So, yeah, it was a local auction house, which can surprise you. Definitely rarely found stuff like this in thrift stores. I remember one time at one of our thrift stores we would go to, I found a brand new DVD VCR combo in the box, and that I know that made it into a video because there was a period there for about a year and a half before I started doing these videos where I was hardcore doing eBay and stuff. But like I missed out on that same thrift store where I found the DVD VCR combo new in the box. I found 20 brand new in the package micro cassette recorders. 20 for only like $3 each. They were half off, so they were like $5.99 and then 50% off. So all those went into the cart, and I sold those for $120 each on Amazon. All of them, and they sold quick too. So yeah, you still can find this stuff. It's just it's not easy. So yeah, I found that brand new DVD VCR combo in the box, and I sold it for $400, $3.99, and then went to Singapore. Somebody in Singapore bought that. Singapore, there's a lot of money in Singapore, tons of money in Singapore, so they're willing to pay for stuff. That's why I like the global shipping program, because if people want it, they'll pay for it, especially in these high wealth areas like Macau and Singapore, and yeah, there's a lot of money out there. So yeah, I don't know what this system will bring, the JVC system, but I'm pretty confident my $25 investment is going to pay off. So you missed that one, about the micro cassette recorders. Yeah, that was or the DVD VCR combo. And I have all kinds of stories like that. I just over 20 years, you know, it just like marbles rattling around. But that's just since I've been here. You know, we moved out here. What is this, February? We moved out here 4 years and 2 months, because we moved out here in December of 20, whatever 4 years ago was, 15, 16, whatever. I can't do math. I wasn't a math major. Yeah, so found all that stuff in local thrift stores, local auction houses, and I can't tell you the amount. My favorite thing back in Missouri to do was go to these old farm auctions and stuff, which you wouldn't find stuff like this normally. You know, very rarely you could find some old farmhouse that, you know, they may have gotten a VCR for Christmas from their kids and they just put it in the closet and never opened it, which happens. Kids want their parents to have stuff, and the parents like, I don't mess with that nonsense, newfangled junk. Like my grandpa says, play that funk. And when we would play, you know, our rock and roll music, listen to AC/DC growing up, and he's like, turn that funk off. He was funny. Yeah, so, man. So now's the decision, and what do you guys think? How many people's watching here? Probably not much, but 13 people watching. That's not bad at all. Appreciate everyone. If you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, please spread the word. Appreciate it. So now the decision is to sell these separately or to sell them as a package. I think I'll sell them separately because most of the time people won't want the whole kit and caboodle. You're going to want someone that wants just the VCR. You're going to have someone that just wants the receiver. The real tricky thing is the speakers because they're so daggum heavy. I can see the weight on them. They're 35 pounds, just the speakers. That's quite a chunk of change to ship, but I was just talking about FedEx. FedEx wouldn't be too terrible in their original packaging and stuff, so. Mary says, in high school I was obsessed with AC/DC. Yep, the best concert I've ever been to. One of the best concerts I've ever been to. I've been to a lot of good concerts, but one of the best concerts I've ever been to was, what year was it? God, I'm getting old. 1995. Sheesh. 1995 in the Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee. AC/DC. That was badass. That was awesome. Because, I'm young, dumb. I was 1995. I'm going to date myself here. 1995, I was 19 years old. I was in the Marine Corps Reserves. I thought I had it all figured out. And Michelle says parted out too. So that's the thing I'm figuring out about, to totally go off topic here. We're talking about concerts and stuff, but something else I figured about the live stuff now is, we used to have lag, the old system, when we could just go live directly through Google Hangouts. That maybe had some lag, but this system has like about a 10-15 second delay, a lag. So something else I figured out. Tommy said, "Can you still make it to your old Sunday stopping grounds?" I'm going to start to. I almost went. We were going to go this weekend, but my wife got sick, and it's not the coronavirus, luckily. But it wasn't too bad. But she was sick, so we just hung out here. I made her some chicken noodle soup, and took care of her and got her some medication. So. But she's teleworking today, so she's upstairs telework. She's going to telework the rest of the week because, she works for the federal government and they are flipped out about corona, which, you should. The flu and corona is whatever. I mean, more people, so many people die from the flu per year. But basically, the federal government wants their employees to stay home if they can, because she feels okay, but she is sick, coughing, that kind of stuff. So she's probably going to telework all week. But if she gets better this week, we'll probably hit the thrifting next weekend for the first time in months. Looking forward to it. Find stuff like this. Brand new VCR. Let's see. O'Shane's Deals. I had your name written down somewhere, but I'm sorry. My list is in a box somewhere. Says I still jam out loud. I do too in my truck. Yeah, I do too. My grandkids think I'm crazy, just the way I like it. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yes, they do. Yeah, she's already feeling better, Mary. We appreciate it. But yeah, she teleworked on Friday as well. And luckily she teleworked on Friday, because if not, she would have called in on Friday because she felt pretty puny on Friday. But the weekend, she got better. Probably just a normal cold like we all get. There's so many variations of cold and flu and stuff that, whatever. You can't be immune to everything. It's part of being human. We all hate being sick, but it's just part of it. What's funny is that it seemed like back in Missouri, when me and my wife lived back in Missouri, like we would change off, like I would get sick, she would get sick, I would get sick, she would get sick, I would get sick. We would like, not one right after the other, but like once or twice a year, we would just give it to each other or whatever. But now it seems like since we moved here, I'll get sick 2 or 3 times in a row. And then she'll get sick 2 or 3 times in a row. Because this is like her third time since last fall. being sick, and I haven't had anything. But luckily, I just jinxed myself, you know. Not that I believe in that stuff, but yeah. Oh, okay, Shannon. Appreciate that. Like I said, I did have your name written down, but I'm gonna start making a new list. I just got a text message. Oh, my niece. See what my niece has to say here. Oh, she's look at this. My niece sent me a screen cap. She's watching us on YouTube. Well, pop up in the chat, Kelsey. Say something. I don't know where she's at. She could be in school though. She's in college, so. I'm gonna start making a new names list here. We got O'Shan's. Oh, that makes sense. O'Shan's, Shannon. Yeah, makes sense. How about Knucklehead? Okay, so yeah, we went over everything here, I guess. I don't even, let's see with this OBS how long we've been going. Not that it really matters. If anybody has any questions or comments about our stuff here, I'm still floored about our brand new inbox JVC VCR and receiver and speakers. Oh, that is big money. Big money, no whammies. So I'm pretty stoked about that. That was a big surprise. Like, that was genuine. I had not looked in these boxes at all. That was obvious with that Kenwood because it was disgusting. I don't even know if I would have shown that if I'd known how nasty that was, but it's all part of it. You take the good with the bad, and we had a perfect example of the good with the bad right here. And even the bad, at least it has its original box. It does power up. It's filthy. It's going to take me hours to clean that, but still might be okay. So a lot of times, I mean, even if the CD player won't work at all, I had a unit. It wasn't just something as big as this. It was a smaller boombox, but it was a higher end one. But the CD player wouldn't work, but the radio would still work. The tape deck would still work just fine. And someone bought it because, you know, a lot of cassettes are kind of kitschy. People want to be cool. There she is. That's my niece, everybody. Everybody say hello to Kelsey. She says she's working and watching and hopes Bobby gets better soon. Thanks, Kels. Hope school is going well. So if anybody's still here, say hi to Kelsey. Oh yeah, there's 14 people. We're all good. Still figuring out this new broadcasting software. Kelsey comes and we fly Kelsey in to watch our dogs and cats when we go on vacation, and she was going to do something over spring break for us, but we've had some shenanigans with our other house, which I talked about in the last video. But we are under contract now, but we don't close, like the people don't actually close and buy the place until the end of March. So we're paying double mortgage until then. So we're not taking any vacations until we get rid of those double mortgages. Ocean deals. Oh, that's cool. There they are. Yeah, that's that delay too. God, this delay with like OBS. I wonder if there's a way to manually take it down to, I understand a delay, but it's like a 15, 20-second delay. So yeah, anybody have any last questions or comments? I'm going to wrap it up here in just a minute or so. Trying to think of anything else I was going to say. Hope everybody liked the, I did post a what sold video. I think I titled it weird. Maybe that's why I didn't draw the views, but it's just a what sold video. It's like, people buy this stuff on eBay. I'm trying to be all kitschy like everyone else and get a few views, but it didn't seem to work. But the last video I popped up, if you go into my videos, is a what sold video. I think I had 30 sold items. Some pretty decent stuff. A bunch of just regular bread and butter type of stuff. So yeah, after I get off here, I'm not going to make you guys hang on. I'm going to sit here and just up my back to you and list, but I may just list that stuff because I think it'll sell pretty quick and pretty well. I could use some money. Everybody likes money. Okay, so yeah, look later this week. What is today? Monday? Yeah, later this week I'll film another what sold video. Hopefully go thrifting this weekend, even if it's just our local places here in Fredericksburg. But I hope to get up north a little bit to our normal haunts that we got all kinds of stuff at. Yeah, and I'll do I don't know if I'll do it this week or not, but do the video of the setup here. But thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a nice surprise with this JVC system here. So yeah, nice surprise for you and for me. So yeah, hope everybody has a good week. And yeah, if you have any questions, you always shoot me a email at michael@newfoundpass.com. Remember to like the video. Kelsey, like the video. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Share on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Poshmark. That's not, I don't know. I'm goofy. All right, everyone. I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next time.